Today we're here in Shotton in North Wales, one of Tata's premier sites in the UK. Now last year Shotton launched its sustainability commitment and it's got four main themes, but one of those themes is around biodiversity. Those people who know the Shotton site well will know it's one of the greenest sites that we have in the country. Lots of trees, lots of grassland, lots of flowers all over the place. But to increase that biodiversity, they're doing a number of different things. I'm joined by some people today who are going to talk to us about some of the activities that's going on the Shotton site. Bethan, I want to start with you first. This sustainability commitment about biodiversity, there's lots of things we can do around that on this site, aren't there?
Yeah, there's many things going on at the moment. Part of the Shotton sustainability commitment we launched in April 2022. We actually had four key theme areas. So we had the carbon footprint, biodiversity, the material efficiency, and also our products and services. And as part of the biodiversity, we've done many surveys, we've done many outputs and actions that have come from that survey. One being the bees, obviously, which we've outsourced, and we've now got this upcoming, and also our bird boxes, which we've recently done. That was one of our outputs from the survey that we did, and there's 50 bird boxes on site, and that was actually made from flat pack bird boxes. Our apprentices and some families and children's and employees all built those bird boxes, which are around site at the moment. And that's all on top of protecting and also for our also existing biodiversity that we've got on the site as well. We want to enrich it, we want to protect it, and we want to obviously contain the wildlife we have on site as well in the best way we can.
But this, I've mentioned about the flowers, the bird boxes are a new addition you've talked about, and the bees. And we're going to come to that's why we're here today. Is we've come to the bee boxes. The bees have just been put on site, and we're delighted to be joined by Simon from the Hawarden Bee Sanctuary. Tell me, Simon, how did you first get involved, and what are we looking at behind us here?
I got involved through obviously being outreached by David Hansen. They came to me and sort of said, what's the chances, what's the idea of it, how can we sort of sort things out so it actually goes two ways. That's my introduction to sort of the site and that, and it's gone from strength to strength really. We've now got a lot of volunteers getting involved, trying to keep the company as involved as possible rather than me just do it, to try and get other people involved as well, which is really good.
Yeah, and from a blank sheet of paper, I guess, between you, you've said, look, we're going to start with three bird boxes, bee boxes, bee hives, whatever. We're going to start with these three bee hives, which you see behind us, but it looks like this piece of work. There's a bit of concrete, there's some benches, there's three bee hives. What are we actually looking at here?
You've basically got three colonies, two smaller colonies. The centre one here is a little bit larger. They've come from nucleus colonies. They're from swarms that we've caught in the sort of local Flintshire area, because we're trying to keep it locally adapted bees for local areas. Keep the gene pool as local as we can, which is the whole thing of setting up the Hawarden Bee Sanctuary as well. It's all for local people, local honey. We can try and give it back to as local as possible. It just makes it so much better, so much easier, so much nicer for people to see. So we've got three colonies here with the view to upping it maybe later on in the year, maybe next year. If we can get some honey off them, but again, that's the management issue of, it's nice to get it, but the bees need it more than we do.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, weren't we, about saying this is a big site, you could have loads of bees on here, but you said actually, they cover quite a lot of area, these bees, don't they?
They can forage up to 3 miles. So to saturate an area with bees isn't the best thing in the world. I personally, again, would much rather have different sites and keep the colonies smaller and smaller in number. It's a win-win situation. You get better quality bees, better quality product, and obviously there's all the byproducts as well, because there's not only just the honey. You can get propolis off them, you can get the wax, just another string to the bow that Tata can tap into.
Yeah, and I guess much as we'll be looking forward to Shotton honey, the bees aren't here really to make honey, it's about biodiversity. Why are bees so important?
They're one of the top pollinators. I mean, it's in the news all the time. If the bees go, we go. There's a lot of controversy with honeybees versus the over 250 different types of solitary bee, masonry bee. They're the ones that more need the help, but they've got very, very specific requirements. So trying to reproduce those requirements is a lot harder than offering a box. Yes, we've got these to start with, But again, when I first came and spoke to David and Richard, I made them more than aware that there's other types of bees, and again, like the bird boxes that these guys are saying about, we want to try and put more specific sites and things in on site for those as well. So it makes a whole package, really, rather than just honeybees. It's a whole site.
Yeah, and it's fantastic, and very grateful for your support and helping us along this journey. And I guess it's one thing to put them on site, but it's another thing. Someone's then got to look after them. So, Alison, I'm going to come to you because you are one of the new volunteer beekeepers on site. Tell us a bit about why you got involved in this.
Well, it's something that's that over the past years, bees have had a lot of problems, so therefore it's something that we can all do, not just on site here, but in our own the habitats at home, planting bee friendly flowers. You've got the buddleia, you've got primroses, marigolds. These are all excellent for the bees to feed on. So yes, it's what we can do.
And I see behind us, we'll get some footage of them a bit later, some guys in white suits, the classic bee costume with the nets over their faces and stuff. Is that what you've been getting dressed up in?
Absolutely, yes. It's strange at first, but once you get used to it, it's fine.
Yeah, and good. And you said earlier that if this goes well, you might start doing it at home. Is that right?
Absolutely, yes. Why not? I've got a little plot of land that I can put a hive on, and I shall do it. Anything to help, with the environment. Yes.
Yeah. Well, power to your elbow. And without people like you, this sort of stuff wouldn't exist. So, what a fantastic story! Bringing bees to the Shotton site, and not just making up as go along. It's planned. It's with the local experts, getting volunteers on site. It goes hand in hand with lots of the other initiatives they've got here. It's a fantastic project, and I can't wait to see how it goes. I'm not going to hang around too long because I think the bees are listening to what we're saying. But listen, thanks very much for showing us the beehives here. Brilliant to see biodiversity as part of your sustainability commitment. And fantastic that people like yourself are volunteering to get involved, and long may it go on. It's just fantastic. So we'll come back soon.